Good morning, guys. It's Saturday. Got a plane flying over. Sorry about that. Uh, Saturday, first Saturday with the car. I kind of have an idea of some things I want to do, need to do while we got the car for the first Saturday. A lot of people want to come see it. It's Mother's Day weekend, but hopefully we can have it out and take the moms in the car. Be kind of fun, right? So I have a few things I want to talk about today. I have a couple of the brochures out. Uh, these aren't the 03, sorry, but we did find an 04 and an 05, the brochures for the Neon. And let me tell you, pretty cool. I mean, red was the iconic poster car. Yellow was that rare color that came out in 03. And solar yellow was the only year they did it. Now, something cool about the 03 is there was only 3,000 of these 03s made, the first year model. After that, Dodge didn't expect to sell a lot, but they ended up selling another more than 20,000 in 2 years, which was pretty incredible. So anyways, today I'm just going to talk about some of the products I use and why I believe in them. So I'm just going to kind of start with the AMSOIL. Now the dealer did change the oil and everything, but I don't know what they used. And probably ran about 100 miles on the car now, and might as well just change it over to what I want to run, which is the AMSOIL with the AMSOIL filter. And I have the automatic transmission fluid. Takes 2.5 quarts. And back in the day, Dodge said to add the friction modifier, but we don't need to do that with AMSOIL. I never have, even in the Viper. You don't need to put friction modifier in their products because they typically are pretty solid. The reason why I really like AMSOIL is I got my truck, my Power Wagon, and of course the Power Wagons and the Hemis are known for their Hemi tick, right? They get a little lifter tick to them, which over time can do damage to the camshaft. And about 20,000 miles or so in, I started getting kind of curious about AMSOIL, and I wanted to know, if it would help. And a guy sold a whole package online on the Power Wagon group, and I bought some, put it in, and knowing how I am with cars, I could hear the difference in the motor. I could actually hear it quiet. So I thought, okay. And so I went ahead and bought AMSOIL for the Viper, since I had just gotten the Viper around that time. And I put it in the Viper, and knowing how that engine sounds, it has that sewing machine sound. I could put the AMSOIL in it. It was quieter. And I was like, huh. And so I started sending off oil samples to Blackstone, and I started believing in the oil at that point, because I was started to do 8, 9, 10,000 mile interchange intervals in the Viper. I'm actually over a year old in the oil on it, and I trust it. I'll probably run all summer on it and change it at the end of the summer. But in my motorcycle, I'll run like 2 years on that oil, and fine. Sent it to Blackstone. They sent me the results, and one of the most amazing things I got was one of my best reports that I had seen on my Power Wagon. Was after 15,000 miles, I changed the oil, sent it in, and it had we towed the Viper across the country to the Tail of the Dragon and back, and I mean, we hauled ass. We weren't easy on the truck, and it's a Power Wagon. They're not really made for towing big loads, and I'd say that was a pretty good load for the Power Wagon. Anyway, oil change come back, and they told me, all my samples I've been sending in, I'm doing better than guys that change oil every 5,000 miles. And I thought, wow, it's got to be the AMSOIL. It's good stuff. I watched Project Farm on YouTube, and he does a comparison between like the Pennzoil Ultra Platinum and a bunch of others, and Lucas, and the AMSOIL came out just on top of Platinum, and that's what I was running, was Pennzoil Platinum. And that is a fine oil. Very expensive. For the same price, you can just get AMSOIL. And I am a dealer for it, so you guys click my link in the bottom of the video, and I get a couple dollars for every time you guys buy something. If you have questions, hit me up, and I know a lot about the stuff now. I'm a believer in their products, and the oil is what sold me. The transmission fluid, I put it in the Viper, and Vipers have a pretty rough second gear shift. Neons are a third gear shift. The Viper has a rough second gear. And I want to say that the AMSOIL fluid, just changing to the fluid of AMSOIL on it, I want to say it's about 20% better shift just with the AMSOIL. Now, another thing I run with AMSOIL every tank is I run the gasoline additive. I put this in every tank in all the cars we got. Even my mom, she runs a Mercedes, and moms are notorious for not maintaining vehicles, and she's one of them. But she uses this whenever a problem with her car. So every tank, this helps keep the injectors clean, gets a little upper cylinder lubricant. You know, a lot of gas has ethanol in it nowadays. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably just run regular gas station gas, which has ethanol, and this will help. Now this one is their performance improver, and I just put some in the Neon yesterday and topped off the tank with some Sunoco. Now this is going to be, they say to run it every 4,000 miles. If you run this every tank, you probably don't need to run this so often, but I do run it about every other oil change or something. But I put this in the Neon, hoping it'll help clear out the carbon, clears out the fuel pump, all that stuff. I mean, it's really a detergent that basically power washes your gas tank and fuel lines, and really going to help clean it up. Definitely believe in that. A couple other things I got from Modern Performance. We got their transmission poly insert mounts. Instead of going with like a full-on hard mount system, I thought a poly slip-on mounts to fill the gaps would make quite a difference. They say you'll get like 90% of the benefits of a solid mount just with this. So I'm kind of looking for that best of both worlds, to where the car doesn't run so rough. Yesterday we found out that I don't know, we have the oil light blinks sometimes at idle, and it comes on and off. So I bought another oil pressure sender. I'm gonna figure I'm gonna put that on there, and if we still get the light coming on, then we're gonna have to manually check oil pressure, because something might be going on there, but I highly doubt it. This is a crankshaft driven oil pump, so the likelihood that it's failed at this amount of miles, I doubt it. The oil looks pretty good, but that doesn't mean a lot, but because filter can catch all your crap. Poly mounts here for the motor, which I'm hoping I can get these in today for sure. These are slip-in mounts. You're going to want to grease these. They didn't come with grease, but I'm going to put AMSOIL grease on them just so you know they don't squeak or anything. I think that's always a good idea with poly mounts. That way they don't squeak. And something kind of cool I thought was kind of aesthetically cool, especially if you want to go to the car shows and stuff like that, is I got the clear timing cover. But there's a benefit to going with this clear timing cover, is I want to be able to see my timing belt and be able to know, hey, is my timing belt, getting due for service? Is it cracking? You could also visually check your timing if you want. You could spin the motor over by hand, visually check your timing, which would be kind of cool. And also you can know, hey, am I getting oil splash on this? That tells you got your camshaft seals are leaking. Now, hopefully mine aren't, because supposedly they replaced them. So again, I'm going to go through that. And this is just kind of the products I use. And I'm going with the 1030 in it. I think they call for 530 in the Neons, but we're in hot Texas, so a 1030 is going to give me a little bit better shear stability with the hot temperatures here. And that's kind of my thinking with that. And yeah, and we've already checked the air filter. It's got a K&N in it. It's pretty good. The boost, it's making great boost now that we fixed the boost leak that it came with. And who knows how long that boost leak was like that, because I just don't know. I kind of think that it could have been like that for a long time, and the previous owner just didn't know, or who knows. But it had quite a hole in it, and now she's boosting about 12 PSI, what you should see, third gear, wide open throttle. And man, it's fun. Okay, so I'm gonna get to work here on the rest of this, and I'll give you guys a video underneath the car.